Right, I'm stood here with Levi Frankham, fresh out of the ring, moving to 3-0. How was that?
Felt good to be back in there. I've been out for a bit because I had COVID, and just good to be back in there, back fighting.
So obviously you fought a tough lad today, and he came to fight. He wasn't there to roll over. How did you find it in the ring? Did he have anything that troubled you?
He was very tough, very good, and it was just nice to be back in, and I was happy to get the rounds in, get the fight, and just happy to be back in fighting, to be honest with you. Loved every second of it.
So we just spoke previously before the camera started rolling. Obviously, you had COVID, that was turned into long COVID. How long were you ill for, and how did it affect the preparations for this fight?
For the first bit, obviously, so many days quarantine I had. Then after that, I got back in the gym, trying to train, trying to just get back to normal, slowly but surely. I was losing my breath, I was coughing up blood, I was real ill. So my trainer pulled me out to fight straight away, said, you ain't right, Wayne Batten did. And I went to hospital, turned out I had long COVID, chest infection and possible pneumonia. And I had a couple of weeks off and just slowly trying to get back into it. So that's why I was so happy to be back on this card fighting, so I could finally get back out and do what I do.
I think from a viewer's perspective, we wouldn't have seen any of that in the ring. It looked like a really good, strong performance, but did you feel it in there? Were you wearing the illness a little bit?
I felt a bit out of time, a bit out of distance, but it just comes with it, doesn't it? Where I haven't boxed for a bit, I was just trying to get back into it, and it just happens sometimes, doesn't it?
Obviously, in your first two fights, I can't remember their records exactly, but they were lads with quite a few losses on their record. Craig tonight was coming in at 1-2, so he's not losing's not a habit for him yet, and he came in with a bit of ambition. Did it feel good to be in with someone like that?
It felt good to be in it. It felt good for it. They're all competitive, but it felt good being with someone who was really wanting it as much as I was. So it was good. I liked it.
Obviously, I've spoken to you before. You're a very ambitious young fighter. Christmas probably off now, but what are you looking to do next year? Just go through the levels?
I have another couple of fights, same sort of people as what Craig was, and build myself up. Keep fighting and get better opposition and see how good I can be.
Keep fighting is what we always want to hear, but a bit of a shot in the dark, but what's the long-term goal here? What do you see for yourself 2-5 years in the future? What are you in the game for?
I'm in the game to try and be like my Uncle Johnny Frankham. If I can end up half as good as he was, I'll be happy.
Lovely. And before I let you go, any final messages, any thank yous, sponsors?
Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you to my trainer, Wayne Batten, Lee Wright, Jared and old Frank Hopkins. And thank you to everyone who come to watch, everyone who bought tickets. And that's it.
Perfect. Nice one, mate, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Nice one.